He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What has this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with the pick.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll leave it with him. Here's an open space downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man. It's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Looking for a crease. It's Allen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Galloway. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 24 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this round, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Hill.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ezukama. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. LSU quick to the line. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the run, it's Allen. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, LSU.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
LSU 14.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ezukama. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won it at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the back. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll go to the ground.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they then go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually, the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Allen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
Well, the DB never even backpedaled. He never even thought that receiver was running deep, and that's why he was able to put his foot in the ground, and he smothered that curl around, knocking it away.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking to throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field trench. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
LSU right back to the line. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're working that left side. They will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Allen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Line is set on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Ezukama. At the 35, he's loose. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.